Hi everyone, it's Lindy on here from Pink Whisper Designs. Today we're going to be making this super fun pumpkin gift card holder. And this is a brand new product from Art Impressions. It's really simple and easy to create. So let's go ahead and get started. So again, this is the brand new Art Impressions pumpkin gift card holder. And you get all of these little dies in this set. And you even get a little spider here. So this will create our pumpkin. I'm going to be using Strathmore Bristol Smooth 100-pound cardstock. And those little pieces on the white, I'm going to be die cutting out of the Strathmore Bristol Smooth. And then these little pieces here, the eyes, the mouth, the nose, and the spider, I'm going to be cutting out of some black 100-pound cardstock. Now this is the envelope that's going to hold the gift card. So I've gone ahead and die cut that envelope template out of some double-sided pattern paper. And I'm going to attach it using some 1/4-inch Scor-tape. I'm placing that tape on these two little tabs on either side, and it does have markings so you know exactly where to make your folds. And I'm going to remove the backing from my tape, and then I'm just going to fold those two tabs to the inside here and pull that bottom flap up and just press that into place. So it's really just that simple. Once I have my little envelope for my gift card, I'm going to go ahead and decorate the pumpkin. So I'm going to do the coloring with the Distress Oxide inks, and I'm using Wild Honey to get started here. So I'm going to apply that Wild Honey Distress Oxide ink all over the front of this little panel. And then I'm going to grab the carved pumpkin, and I'm going to come in a little bit on the sides here and on the bottom. I want to keep that center part the lightest. And then I'm going to come in with that lighter color again and just blend that out. Now I'm going to come in with the rusty hinge, and I'm not going to come in quite as far as I did with the carved pumpkin. Just again darkening up these edges. And then I'm going to take my foam applicator tools in reverse order and just blend that out. Now, I didn't think it was quite dark enough here, so I decided to come in with my black soot, and I'm going to add some initially right here just to the edges, just picking up the paper and putting it on the edges. And then I'm going to go back in with the rusty hinge and just blend that into the cardstock just a little bit there. And then I'm grabbing the black soot without applying any ink and just adding a little bit more of a shadow there at the bottom. So play around with this until you get the look that you want. Now I'm going to use the forest moss and to color in the stem on my pumpkin. And that little oval there is going to be at the top of the stem, and that's going to be to help close the envelope. There's a little slot on the back of the envelope template, and that little oval will slide right into that slot, and you'll see that here in a minute. So I'm going to color that in as well. I'm trying to keep the ink the darkest off to the right hand side of the stem here. So now I'm going to take some gathered twigs, and again I'm coming in from the right side towards the left, so I want to keep that right side where the darkest is. And then I'm just going to kind of go around the bottom a little bit. Then I'm going back to that lighter applicator and blending that out. And I'm going to do the same thing here with this little oval. I'm keeping that brown ink off to the right hand side. Now with this little tendril here, I'm going to color this in with the Mowed lawn. So I just want to kind of tap that on. Since this little die is kind of delicate, just kind of pat that color on. And then I'm going to come back in with the forest moss and just apply a little bit of a shadow here. So now using my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, I'm going to go ahead and attach these pieces. So I'm going to apply some glue all around the back here. And then this is going to sit not quite at the bottom of this panel. I put it up just a little bit, maybe about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom, because you want to make sure that the top of the stem will line up with the little slit on the back of the envelope that closes the envelope. And I'll show you that here shortly. So I'm just going to position the stem down here again so it lines up right at the top of that envelope there, right at the top of that V, that point. And then I'm going to take that little tendril and I'm going to attach that as well. So I'm just going to glue that down, just trying to figure out here the best position for it. And now I'm coming in with that little oval, and this is going to go right on the top of the stem. And again, that's going to create that little tab for the closure. Now I'm going to attach the mouth and the eyes and the nose here as well. And I know when you first start with this, you're not sure what all these pieces are going to look like, but once it comes together, it's just so adorable, and it really is easy to do. And I think coloring with the Distress Oxides makes this really simple. You can get some nice shading here. Now I'm using my jewel picker. This is the Marvy jewel picker, just to pick up these little pieces, and I'm gluing them all down. And then I'm just going to let that dry. Now I'm using my Pitt Artist Pen in black. This is the 0.1 millimeter. And I just thought I would just take this up just a notch here by adding a little stitching. And I'm just going to add it to the bottom of the stem and then down the right-hand side of the stem. And then I'm going to add a little to the right-hand side of that oval at the top as well. And that just adds a little more interest here. Now using my Uniball Signo white gel pen, I'm going to add a few little highlights here. And this will definitely bring this to life. Just makes it pop a little bit more. So now I just want to fold this over. So I want to fold that stem. Just kind of carefully fold that down and press it into place. And then there's that little tab in the back. That's going to slide right into that little slot there. You can see that. And our gift card fits nicely in the back there. Now I did go ahead and die cut 3 of the little spiders. And again, I used the 100-pound cardstock. So this is going to give us a nice thick embellishment here. I want that to stand out from the gift card holder a little bit. So I'm going to take a little time here and make sure I line those up. And I'm going to let that dry. Now I want to come in, I thought it would be fun to add a few little wiggly eyes here. So I'm looking for some tiny ones. And again, I'm going to go back to my jewel picker and pick that up, and I'm just going to glue those eyes in place. And again, this just adds a little bit more interest to the front of the card here. And then I'm going back to my white gel pen, and I'm just going to add a few little highlights to the spider. Now I'll go ahead and attach that to my card here. And I was debating on maybe putting it at the bottom, but then I thought right at the top there would be kind of cute. So I'm going to pop that into place here. And here's our completed gift card holder, and I just think this is so adorable and so easy to make. So you can slide that gift card right in there, or a little note card, whatever you want to do here. This would be cute for a little note card actually. So there you have the completed project. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe. And don't forget to visit me at pinkwhisperdesigns.com. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.